Hi guys.
Long time no talk. I was gonna say long time no see, but I don't see you
No, but
guys.
and like we talked, me and you,
Well,
but like
yeah,
we haven't recorded in like how long? A month, 2 months,
it's like 2 months. I don't know. The last one that went up was with Zach, I think, which was
right? Right.
I don't know, maybe early November,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
late
Uh,
October. I don't
Early
know.
November for sure. Early November for sure. But we're back. We're back and we're better. Season two.
Going
Season
down.
two. Ray to Ray. Season two.
That's gonna
Okay.
be Ray's fave clip of the week.
Season two. Just kidding. Okay.
But
So,
yes.
how
So,
was okay? So, we need to catch up before we go into, well, that's what we're
well,
going to
we
do.
gotta
We're going to catch.
catch everyone else up because,
Okay,
like
yeah,
you
that's true.
mentioned, we talk all the time. But
Yeah,
you
we have
guys
to.
you guys don't know what's going on in our lives. So we gotta cover all of that before we jump into this season and all our fun topics this upcoming season. I don't know. I don't know how I want to word that, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I get you. Yes.
Oh, look it.
Yay! Yay! It looks good. It looks good up there.
And I also just want to put it out there. We moved filming locations again. So I'm now in the animal room. So if you guys hear little noises or little animals, little critters, it's because they're all right here.
Very nice.
So just FYI, they're not too crazy, they're not too loud, but just so you
No,
know.
they're not.
So
All
yeah.
right. Let's get into your holidays. How was your holiday during COVID time?
Oh man. Definitely different, a lot different. I was fortunate enough to still be able to spend it with my family because I'm lucky enough that everyone's working from home. There's no like exposure, whatever. So no one's been anywhere. So we were able to kind of get together. But with that being said, my grandparents didn't come down because my grandparents have to travel to come to us. So they didn't come. So I didn't see them. Um, what else? Didn't go to my aunts or my uncles. So basically, we did Christmas at my house and then at Jonathan's mom's house because they're in the same boat. Everybody's, quarantined, working from home.
Right.
They just did their small intermediate family as well. So yeah, that was Christmas, which is kind of like it's
But
weird
what
to
about Thanksgiving? We haven't
say.
even talked since
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah. Thanksgiving was same thing, pretty chill. It is what it
Yeah,
is, kind of a thing.
boring.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, it sounds weird, but like kind of being able to just chill at home and not have to worry about getting ready and going to this family member's house to go to that family member's house. It was kind of relaxing and kind of nice.
That was a positive. I'll agree with you on that one. That
Like,
was definitely kind of a
I
positive.
mean, it sucks that I didn't get to physically see my family, but the not having to like timestamp my whole time, like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve was great.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. What'd you do for New Year's?
I worked because it
Oh, that's
was
right. You
double
little
time.
workaholic.
You
Yeah,
can't go
workaholic.
anywhere, you can't go out, so
I mean, it's true. It's
I might as
true.
well be making money.
Mm-hmm. And good money at that. Holiday
Yeah,
pay. Hello.
exactly. But yeah, what about you? How was your holidays? Thanksgiving, Christmas, Christmas Eve? Because we're Mexicans, so Christmas and Christmas Eve are two different
Listen, Eve.
holidays. New Year's
Mhm.
Eve.
Okay, yeah, so let me just start with Thanksgiving. It sucked. Because
Let's mention
because
this. Are we getting into this now? Are we gonna get into this
yes,
now?
because it
Okay.
was how I spent my
All
Thanksgiving.
right.
I
Let's tell
I
everybody,
got
Ray.
COVID. Bow, bow, bow.
And it's
Just
not
kidding.
funny, like at
It's
all.
not
We're
funny. I mean,
laughing. We're just
yeah,
laughing because she got past it. She's healthy. She's safe. We're not making it like a
right, right,
laughing matter. It's
right.
just that Ray was so scared of getting it, and she's the one that got it.
Can you just say, okay, yeah, I think like you said, I got over it, thank God, but I was so scared in the moment. Like it was just scary. I was looking up all types of things, researching things. It was the worst. I had it for like 2 weeks exactly. I was tested positive for those 2 weeks. And when the last week was Thanksgiving week, so I had to spend it isolated. It was rough. I stood in my room for literally 14 days, day and night, just in this little cube of a room. I was going crazy. Luckily, though, I had like a cute little support group. We were all going through the same thing together, so that was nice. But yeah, it was scary, and I'm glad that I got through it. I know a lot of people didn't get through it, so it was definitely scary. I'm worried about like the aftermath of it too, because I was telling Ray and I was telling everybody like we don't know. This is such a new sickness. We don't know what are the side effects of even after when you test negative again and you don't have it in your system anymore, but it's still in your system. And like I said, I was researching so much about the after effects of it and scaring the heck out of myself. But at the end of the day, God gave us great immune systems. So
Don't think you have
yeah, I
immunity
mean,
yet, but
I know, right? Probably not, but yeah, and I was able to fight it off. So it was scary. So that's how I spent my Thanksgiving. And my parents were so pissed, so pissed, that I ruined their Thanksgiving. But after Thanksgiving, it was okay. We all became healthy again, and then for Christmas and Christmas Eve, because like you said, Christmas Eve was a little bit different. I actually, like you said, it was so fun to just not have to put on makeup. I was in my PJs all day. We were chilling. We were like, this is a
yeah.
day off. Let's do fun things. It's a holiday. Me and my family drank. We played games. And it was just the four of us, just me, my
Yeah.
dad, my mom, and my brother. And of course, we like Zoomed our families and we tried to do like little prayers on Zoom with my mom's side of the family and stuff like that. But it just being the four of us, I was a little worried that it would be a little
Not
rough,
tense, but
not
just
tense, but just like because of everything that was happening, and
yeah.
I lost a really important family member right before Christmas, and that was really really hard for my family. So just everything, like the gloom of it, I was like, oh, it's just gonna make this Christmas so bad, but. Luckily, it was like, oh, okay, this was kind of fun, playing family game night and getting a little tipsy with my family. So that was Christmas and Christmas Eve. And then New Year's, same thing. It was nice. Didn't put on any makeup, didn't get ready for nothing. We just chilled, drank, ate, and waited for it to turn 12. Oh, you know what though? I made my family watch on New Year's Eve. I made my family watch The Office with me because that was the last day it was going to be on Netflix. And I was like, you guys need to watch it with me, please. Like, I'm almost done finishing. And it was so hilarious because the very last episode, season 9, because they only have nine seasons, season 9, the last episode, we were right there where it was going to turn midnight. And I was like, oh my gosh, please let us watch the last episode. Like, the second to last episode just ended. It was like 11:59. And I was like, please, 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 we just need to watch the last episode. And Netflix didn't let that happen.
That
So like my
sucks.
parents were like, "Oh, what a cliffhanger!" And I was like, "The last episode's the best episode."
It is. I'm
But
sure you can
anyways,
find it somewhere, YouTube it or whatever. I'm sure it's
yeah,
out there. At least
one
it's
of
just
those
one
right
episode.
one episode. And so then on Comedy Central they have The Office. So every time The Office is on Comedy Central, we watch it. And yeah. So anyways, that's how my holiday's been. It was kind of sucky, but it was an experience. This holiday season will definitely go down in history for all of us,
Yes.
I think.
Definitely crazy, but like I said, I didn't mind it. Had my grandparents been able to been there, it would have been the perfect holiday. Like I wouldn't have had to do
Yeah.
anything. But we are gonna go see them. We're gonna go see them next month so that they don't have to travel. And obviously everyone will get tested before we go see them, do that whole
And getting
thing.
tested during this holiday season was the worst. Like, even when I had COVID, like in November-ish, it was so hard to get tested. Like, you needed to get tested, you needed to get an appointment like 2 weeks in advance. And it was the worst. And of course, everybody in the family was trying to get tested to make sure. And we were trying to get multiple tests, right? Like, okay, I found out I was positive, and then a week later, I wanted to get another test to see if I was still positive. And my family wanted to get tested to see if they got it from
Right.
me. And all those things. And then Christmas time too, it was like people were trying to get tested, and it was just the worst.
Yeah,
And now,
luckily we didn't have to go through all that out here. It was pretty easy for us to get tests.
mhm.
Like the day before we would schedule it and we'd be able to get one for the next day. But what was scary is the place that went, it was like, okay, yeah, results within 24 hours, blah, 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 whatever, right? And then we go, and we did it right before we left to California because we wanted it as close to our day we're leaving because, we have
Yeah.
other stuff. We had to go to work, whatever. So minimize exposure of us, the chances of us catching it after the test, right? And then so we did it on Monday or Tuesday, and we were leaving Wednesday. Oh, Monday. We did it
Okay.
Monday, and we were leaving Wednesday. And so they did it. And then they're like, okay, yeah, you'll get your results within 72 hours. And we're like, 72
Mm-hmm.
hours? Like, we picked this one because
Mm-hmm.
we need it by tomorrow so we know if we can go home on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So luckily we got it within, time to come home. But I was like,
Good.
dang, that's crazy. Because the first time we got tested, we had it within the same day. Like, no
Yeah, but that's because
issues.
you guys are over in Arizona, over here in
We're
LA.
second to you guys, though, in number of cases.
Oh, well, maybe because
I don't
LA is
know.
just more populated in
Yeah,
general.
I don't know. But
But it
yeah,
was rough. Like, it was so rough. And then standing in those lines, and us, like, our results would take like 3 to 5 days,
yeah,
that we would have to wait. And it was just horrible, horrible. And now, like, COVID is, for me at least, like, it's getting closer and closer to home. And,
same.
and like, it's rough. So and everybody's saying like, oh, people think that in 2021, like everything's just going to be over. And I know that's not the case, but it was kind of easy to blame everything on the year 2020. And now
Yeah,
that we're in 2021 and things still aren't anywhere to being back to what I consider somewhat normal, it's like, dang, like we still have people protesting, storming the Capitol, acting all crazy. We're still going, COVID is getting closer and closer to home, like
well,
as the year
yeah.
goes on.
Were you talking about like COVID getting closer? All of 2020, like I've told this to Ray before too. Like I was like, oh, like yeah, it was a hard year for like most people, but like for me and Jonathan, like it wasn't horrible. Like we got our own apartment, we got new
Mm-hmm.
better jobs, we
Mm-hmm.
got a new puppy. Well, that's the next episode. We'll go into details about that. Um, and it wasn't until like the end of 2020 when like the car got broken into and then Jonathan got a flat tire and like that kind of stuff. That was like the end of the year. And I was like, okay, that's just like coming because we had so much good luck in the beginning of the year. So for me,
Yeah.
like 2020, like it sucked. Like I get it. People as a nation, as a world, as Earth, like it
Yeah.
sucked. But like it wasn't the worst year for us. Now going into 2021, it's already been like the worst year ever. So it's like one of those weird things that everything like affects everyone differently. And everyone's like, oh, be positive, be positive. We're on day what, 10 of freaking 2021. And I've had to deal with things that I've never had to deal with before. So
Yeah. I mean,
crazy.
I guess, and that's just life, like what are you gonna freaking do? Like, and it's true, you like you said, and me too, like 2020 wasn't the worst for me either. I mean, the end was pretty rough, but in the beginning, like I was lucky enough to, my family was okay still. We were all doing all right, and it was lucky because I would hear a lot of people that lost their, I mean,
Yeah.
people lost their jobs, and it was really rough. This whole pandemic has been really rough. So yeah, you're right, we are so lucky and fortunate. And the fact that we're getting a little bit of bad luck right now, all we can do is be positive and be grateful for the fact that we still have our apartments and our homes and the loved ones that we do
Jobs.
still
Yeah.
have here. Yeah, jobs, everything.
Yep. It's gonna be crazy. And I think like you said earlier, everyone was like, "Oh, I can't wait till 2021. 2020 has sucked, blah blah blah." And like, you said it's easy to blame it on the year and all of that. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I had this gut feeling like 2021's not gonna be the best, and like it's not gonna be end all be all once
Everybody.
the end of 2020. And now there's this new strand of COVID that they're saying is out and about, and that the
Oh,
effects could be worse. But again, they don't know because they don't know. They don't even know enough about the first COVID, about COVID-19.
exactly.
So
I know.
it's just a scary world that we're living in. And
But luckily, we have each other. We have this podcast. You know what I mean?
yes,
Like we have little outlets that we can just break away from that. And we talked about it last season. Like we did want this to be made for people to just come and laugh and forget about
yes,
all the stuff that
everything.
they're right. So we're lucky for that. We're lucky that we have that. But yeah, so Ray kind of teased it a little bit. So I'm super excited about next episode because as Ray said, she got a new puppy, and guess freaking what? So did
Guys,
I.
did we
I became
ever
a dog
think that was
mom.
gonna happen? Ray has said it so many times on the past episodes, and I audio got really loud. Sorry, I got really close to the mic.
Oh,
But yeah, it finally happened, and she's gonna share all the details and everything. But in the next episode, because that next episode is gonna be all about her new puppy, his breed, his age, what he is, his name, all of that will be, and her experience being a first time mom.
and let me tell you, I have stories already. I've literally only had him for 2 weeks. Maybe like this is coming up on the third week. I already have stories and so many questions. And you being the pet confidant or whatever, you having 10 trillion pets can give me some advice and
I'm
give all of us a
sure.
little.
I mean, but I think it's great that we're gonna do it a whole new episode, or what am I trying to say? A whole episode dedicated to it because Christmas just happened. It's the new year with quarantine. There's quarantine puppies, Christmas puppies, New Year
Yes,
puppies.
it's
So
true. Just like babies, people are getting puppies.
yeah,
People are getting babies and puppies.
yeah. Well, because everyone's home, like you, we'll talk about it then, but everyone's home. So all those fears and like worryments. I can't speak today, guys. It's been a while since I've had to come on here and
So
talk.
let's just, yeah, me and Ray are a little nervous. I don't know if you can tell, we're a little like, ooh, this is new again. Like, oh, let's find our voices again. It's kind of new.
It's weird. We were talking about that before we started, but yeah, all the people's like all the people. See what I mean? Okay, everyone's worries about getting a puppy, not having the
Yes,
time, leaving them home alone. Everyone's home now, so they can, be home with the puppy and do everything that they need to do because they're not having to go to work. So
right.
it just makes sense.
It does. And I'm so happy that I have this little munchkin of mine. So I cannot wait to get into all of that and tell you guys the stories and tell you guys about him. And I'm like such a proud mom. Like, now that's all I'm going to talk about. You know how like new parents only talk about their kids? Like, that's going to be me. And every Instagram story is going to be of my little Mookie. And every tweet is going to be of, my Mooks, my baby. So
So I said
yeah,
we
I'm
were gonna
excited.
release his name in the next episode, but there you guys go. Little
I'm so
teaser. No,
sorry.
you're
Yeah,
good.
teaser. But you guys
But you
can get
guys,
more of the backstory of why we named him what we named
yes,
him. Yeah.
exactly. But
So
yeah, what else, Ray? Can we talk about I don't even know. What do you want to talk about?
no, I mean I feel like because our holiday season and everything that happened was just so like bleh, nothing
Yeah.
really boom and exciting. But we just kind of wanted to get on here and give you guys a little update. I think the biggest update that we wanted to kind of talk about was the COVID and me getting it when, before it was cool, now everybody freaking has it. But yeah,
And it's still
so
scary. People, it's still out there. Stop being desensitized to it. Wear your masks. Take your hand
yes, please.
sanitizer. Wash your hands. Sanitize everything. I feel like in the beginning when it first came out, like I'm saying it like it got released, but like when it first, was known about in what
When
March,
it first
April.
premiered.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it feels like at this point. Like it's some
Right.
big Hollywood movie scene, whatever. But everyone was like every commercial, everything you heard, every billboard was wear your mask, wear your gloves, sanitize, do this, do that. This is what works. This isn't what works.
Right.
And as the year progressed, we stopped hearing less and less about that. The only thing I feel like that happened later on in it was like the mask mandate in like different stores and stuff.
Right.
But now you don't hear anything about the stuff to protect yourself or any reminders, and it's still real, it's still alive, it's still out there. And guys, if
Yes.
you're getting the vaccine, that doesn't mean you can't get it. Like it just gives you another protective layer, so still be safe because it's
Still
not.
just be considerate too of
Yes.
everybody else around you. Like even if you don't believe in it or if you don't care enough to do those things for yourself, just be considerate of the person next to you.
Just think
That's all we
about
ask.
the fact that you cross paths with someone's grandma, or
Right.
you don't know, and you could be safe and still get it. So
I've heard
just
stories like that. So you never know. You never know what your what's going to happen in your future.
Exactly.
So you just have to be as prepared as possible. And I mean, I am, like I said, lucky enough to have conquered it. And so, like, people that get it now and they come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I have it. I'm like, oh, look, little Lenny. Little Lenny's in the back making an appearance. But yeah, people that come to me about getting COVID, and I just tell them, it's scary, but if I could get through it, you can. I
Yeah.
try to just keep it as positive as possible, even though there's so much darkness surrounding this sickness. And of course, people are scared because they see the numbers, they see people dying, and it, like you said, it's real, it's not fake. But also too, just have faith, you'll get through it. It is, you can conquer it. You just have to be healthy, be safe, do all of those things,
Yeah. And like I said, if not for yourself, for everyone around you.
Please.
Yeah, so hopefully they get it under control sometime this year at some
Mm,
point. I don't think it's going
well,
to be within the next couple months, but hopefully before 2022 so we can go back to normal. Not that I don't think everything will ever go back to 100% normal, but
I think like I mean, because once the government says, oh, you guys no longer have to wear masks, hallelujah. That is like a dream that I've had. Like, oh my gosh,
I
not having to wear masks anymore. Are you joking?
I
Like,
low key
that's like,
think I still might wear a mask everywhere I go.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, not me. I mean, I don't know. Like dream. I just dream of like going into a restaurant and, with my full face, okay, my makeup not being covered by a mask, going into a restaurant and seeing everybody talking and drinking and laughing and seeing the crowds and like I miss that. Like, don't get me wrong, I miss that so much.
What
So,
I'm gonna like freak like yeah, grant like 100%. I miss just going out and eating. Like I miss going to a bar just to grab like a beer. I miss sporting
movies,
events. I don't miss the
sporting
movies.
events.
I've never been a movies person, so I don't miss the movies at all. Because okay,
Okay.
me and the movies, like I'm like, oh, it's so expensive. It's gonna come out again on the TV. Like now with all these
It's the
streaming sites,
experience, right? The experience.
I can get triple the snacks that I got here at home.
Okay, I mean, you're not
And then
wrong.
I'm sitting in a chair. This is even before COVID. I felt like this. I'm sitting in a chair that I'm pretty sure nobody has wiped down in the last 10 movies.
You're right.
Who knows what goes on in these seats because people are disgusting.
You're right.
Do you know how many times I've stuck my hand in a cup holder and it's been like sticky? Like, no.
Hmm.
So I've never been a like big fan of the movies. Like, it was always something cool to do and just go out and like see it. But in the back of my mind, I'm always like, I could be home watching this. So movies,
Yes,
I don't miss.
I
But
do.
I do. But what I'm going to freak out about, and I don't know how I'm going to react or how I'm going to feel mentally, emotionally, physically, is when raves come back. Because
Yes.
you're so like you know what I mean? Like someone's going to
Yeah,
be here and it didn't bug me before, but is it going to bug me now? Knowing
it
that people are
might. It might.
disgusting. You know what I mean?
It might. It might. So, question is, when do you think raves are going to come back?
I have no idea. Question is, when am I
Mhm.
going to go to one? Like, I feel like now it has to be
You
really,
might.
really worth my while. But at the same
You
time,
might be a mom by the next time raves are cool again.
Let's
Like
not,
you
no,
might.
no. Eh,
You might.
eh.
You might.
No, in 5 years, raves aren't going to come back for another 5 years.
You never know. You never know.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, you know. You know. You know. You
I,
know.
I know how to guarantee that I'm not going to be a
Okay.
mom.
Okay. Okay. Me too. Abstinence, kids. Abstinence. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
No, but yeah, that's going to be crazy. Or even just going to like a grocery store and not worrying about other people.
Right.
Or like, where did we go? We went to the mall the other day because we had to pick something up from the Apple store, and I literally walked in with my hands like in my pockets, like don't touch anything, like stop, like eh. Because we went the day before New or Christmas Eve, so you know that place was freaking packed, and my anxiety was like, I was like, don't touch me, you're standing too close to me, like.
Right.
And then out here, not everywhere is requiring a mask, which is retarded because
Really?
hello, like we're number two.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was a lot of people in the, and then the mall has a big sign that says, uh, required to wear a mask unless medical condition. But it's not like it's a mall. There's not like there's anybody like, oh, let me see the paperwork for your medical condition.
Right.
And legally, they can't even ask you what your medical condition is. So obviously, if you don't want to wear a mask, anyone can just
You're
be
just
like,
not going
I have
to.
a medical condition. So,
And see, that's what I mean of just being considerate of others. You know what I mean? Like, you are not the only human being living on this earth, even though you like to think it, okay?
Yep.
Everybody else has to live in community with each other. Just be nice, be kind, okay?
it's not that hard, guys. Not that hard.
It's really not.
You learn it in kindergarten. Let's go back to
Come on now.
kindergarten.
Come on now.
But yeah, so enough COVID talks. I'm sure it'll be in our life for a very long time to come still.
You don't want this podcast to be about that. It was
Yeah,
just
no.
like a little cute, like letting you guys know.
It was honestly
and that was
to let
another
you guys
reason.
know that Ray got it.
Right. And that was another reason. And that was the reason why me and you kind of paused the podcast because I got sick and then the holidays were coming. And we just thought, okay, let's just
Ray
let me
finished
recover.
her first semester of grad school.
Right. I finished my first semester of my master's. So it was just like a nice little, we both needed a little break. And I'm not going to lie, I miss talking to Ray outside of the podcast. You know what I mean? Like having our little private conversations are the best. So yeah, it was just nice to get back to that. But now, like we said, we're back and we're better. We're really excited for season 2 of Ray to Ray. Season 2, Ray to Ray. That's gonna be our intro song. Do you remember when we talked about our intro song and it never happened? I just made it up right now.
Oh, okay, perfect. I was like, it never happened because it just was so cute. Just hi guys.
Hi guys. Remember when we used to be like, I'm Ray.
I'm Ray.
Ew. So cringe. Okay,
I think everybody knows us at this point. So I like John's term. That's a little Ray, and I'm Ray. So
right. Like I'm a little rapper. You know what I mean?
Little Ray.
Little Ray.
Also
so
cheesy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So season 2, and we are kind of excited. So we have this new little idea. Ray, do you want to take it away and tell them what to expect?
Sure. So as you guys know, we're gonna keep our normal upload. Yeah, our normal upload day as Wednesdays at 12 p.m. I don't know if it's Eastern Standard Pacific. I don't know.
PST.
Is it PST?
I think PST.
Okay,
yeah,
there you go.
Pacific.
Okay, there you go. 12 p.m. PST. Basically 12 p.m. California time, guys, because we'll run off California time. Because, you know.
Right. Oh, yeah, because you are no longer in the same time zone.
Yeah.
Yes, LA rep.
But yeah, so we're going to keep that updated. And we all know that Lil Ray over there is a little wineaholic. So we're going to do,
my wine.
What did you term it? I forgot what you named it.
Wine with Ray.
Okay, there you go.
Wednesday.
I didn't remember. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that segment. And I think we'll do that segment all about like pop culture in the world going on at the time.
And we'll just be whining about our lives and, you know, making some commentary on this and that, and it'll be nice. It'll be fun.
Please be 21 to drink with us, but grab your wine on Wednesdays and join us. Don't worry, we're not drinking at 12 p.m., but even if you are, who cares? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's freaking quarantine. Who cares?
That is true. That is very true.
We're also want to hear from you guys on what you guys want to hear from us this season, like our opinions on things. Our last season was very like friendship based and everything revolved around friendship, which is great. We'll still do that here and there, but we want to know what you guys want to hear about, what you guys want us to talk about. The door is wide open. I don't think that's the right term, but you know what I meant. Anything's on the table, so let us know. And also
who you guys want to see as far as guests and stuff like that. We love me and Ray love having guests. We love having a third opinion, a third, you know, somebody to just bounce ideas off of that's not just me and Ray. So let us know.
Yes. And then, yeah, like we said, this next episode is going to be probably our favorite episode. We'll bring the little Munchkins on even possibly.
Okay, maybe.
If not, we'll insert some photos.
We'll No, I'll bring him in and see. He's nervous, though. He gets really camera shy. But anyways, okay. He does. He's like his mom.
Ray, you are not camera shy. Let's be real. Ray loves being the center of attention.
I'm just kidding.
And I have a feeling Mookie is going to be the same way. He's going to be like, hello.
I hope so.
But yeah, guys. So I think that's the end of
I
this
think
episode. We caught up. You guys know where we've been, how our holidays went. Let us know how your guys' holidays went down below in the
yeah.
comments. Follow us over on Instagram. It's literally Ray to Ray Podcast. And yeah, I'll leave all of our links down below.
Mm-hmm.
And on the topic of puppies, I just uploaded a couple puppy videos
Oh,
on my personal channel. So I'll link that channel down below as well. And
yes.
anything else, Ray?
No, I think that's it. You did great.
Thanks. First day back.
Yeah, so go a little easy on us for our first episode. We promise next week we're going to be on and popping.
But you guys, you know it's going down because I got a new mic. Compliments of my brother. This is my.
I love that. It's a cute, no, not a cube, a cute little,
Sphere.
it looks like a snowball to me.
It's called a snowball mic.
Oh, look at me.
And then I got a new webcam. I have my own little setup now. I'm not on Jonathan's desktop anymore. So we're going hard. We spent the money to do that. Well, my brother spent the money for me to be great at this. He's supporting my podcaster dreams. So yeah, well, see you guys next week, I guess.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.